I am so grateful that you're here. Um, I've left my dressing gown next to me, just in case that it gets a little bit cool out here at the end of our practice, which is nice for you girls to do too. As the sun begins to come up, it does get a bit cooler, but I am hoping that you girls are in nice, warm, and heated room. So today, to begin our practice, we're going to practice a very gentle pranayama called Ujjayi breath. Now, the Ujjayi breath, I'm probably not pronouncing it right. I try my best. Is gives you a deep sense of inner calm, and it invites prana and our vital life force to enter into our mind and body system. Ujjayi cleanses the channels or our nadis that are within our entire body. It also invites heat into our bodies and helps release the tightness of our body, making it less prone to injuries while we're stretching. It is also extremely helpful on mornings like these where it's cool. So Ujjayi breath is a gentle restriction on our throat. So when you're breathing in and out, you can actually hear an audible. Almost like you're trying to push the air in and out of your body. Releasing any tension you may be holding in your jaw, relaxing your forehead, and allowing your hands to be resting on your lap or on your knees or on your thighs. This beautiful, audible breath gives you focus and calm. A beautiful practice to invite into your practice today. At any stage that you might get distracted, bring in your Ujjayi breath. Today's practice is a yin vinyasa inspired practice, more of a gentle movement, soft, flowy movements. And this is a practice that you can do at any time of the day and take with you to any part of your day. I like to think of Ujjayi breath like the sound of the ocean and the waves coming in and out, and just rippling on the sand of the beach. And can you see a beach with your wave? Can you visualize your ocean? And what is the color of the water? Is the sand soft or pebbly? Are you on an island? Or perhaps you can see the ocean and the beach for miles and miles. Does your ocean have trees or shrubs or rocks? This is your ocean and your beach alone, a place that you can come to find your Ujjayi breath, to find your calm. And throughout your day, if you need to find a moment to come and visit, your ocean is always there. It is yours and yours alone. And for now, we're going to step away from our ocean and return your breath to its normal rhythm. And gently, very softly batting your eyes open and keeping your gaze nice and soft. Keeping your gaze soft and taking a moment to take in your surrounds. And welcome yourself back into the room where you are in this present moment. Hello again. Now, if you're sitting up on a cushion or something to help um, relax your knees, I invite you to come down onto the ground now. I'm going to bring our knees up in front of us. So bending the knees with our feet nice and flat on the floor. And bring your hands down beside you, behind you, sorry. You can come up on your fingertips to help to lengthen through the crown of the head. It's always important to check on your posture at any point throughout your day, throughout your practice, because it's our posture essentially that helps with the breath and it helps bring the breath in through your channels to cleanse out your channels. So keeping a nice long spine and your chin gently tucked. So we're going to bring our feet out a little bit wider than hip width apart. So we're nice view. Sorry, girls. Just needed to show you. They're a little bit wider than hip width apart. You can inhale to lengthen your spine and allow your knees to fall into each other, just gently falling in. Inhaling deeply again, and we're going to exhale and just drop our knees over to the left. Inhaling back up through the middle and exhale over to the right. Inhaling back up, exhale down. Now inviting your own rhythm here, following your breath, following your wave. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now I also invite, if you want to, this is your class. You don't have to do, just because I'm saying what to do, you are welcome. If you need to have a little bit more of a stretch, you can stay over one side and just breathe for a couple of seconds and then come back and switch sides. Nice little hip rotations to wake up our hips in the morning. Gentle spinal twist. And we're going to even it out on both sides. And we're going to meet back up the top. And again, allowing your knees just to gently fall in, readjusting your seat. For some reason, once upon a time, I would never move, and now I seem to move sort of halfway around the mat. A bit slippery this morning. Readjusting your spine. Nice long inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to drop our knees over to the right. And we're going to come. So we're just like what we were doing in windscreen wipers. You're going to come up to a seat, if that's possible. And nice. Feel that relief or tension, depending how your body's feeling this morning, in that left hip. If you want a little bit more, walk your hands over your right leg, over your right shin, and walk your hands down a little. Now we're not dropping our heads, we're keeping our spine nice and long. And take 3 long breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose or the mouth. And on our next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back behind us to support. I'm going to inhale through the middle and exhale over to the left. And bringing your seat up. Noticing if this side feels any different. And if you wanted that little bit more, you can bring your hands over your left shin, sorry. So think for a minute. I always got to look at my hands. Left to right. Remembering to keep your spine nice and long. Releasing the tension in your jaw if you're holding on to your jaw. And on your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back up. I'm going to lengthen out this right leg. I'm going to lengthen it out and then bring your left foot in towards your inner thigh. And we're going to gently turn towards. I'm going to turn our seat towards that left leg. I'm going to inhale to lengthen through the crown of your head, and exhale, we're going to forward fold. Now, have a nice little micro bend in your knee, underneath your knee. You don't want to be pushing your knee towards the ground, so you want your weight to be in your heel. Now, if you want to, you can allow your head to drop down and feel that nice stretch. Feel that deepening of the stretch under your hamstrings and in your inner thigh and around your back and your neck. It's a little stiff in the morning. It's a nice active stretch if you push your weight into your heel. And take one long cycle of breath where you are. Turning inhale to lift and to swap legs. Adjusting that seat and coming around to face that left leg. That push that heel into the ground. Inhale to lengthen through your crown and exhale to forward fold. When I say forward fold, it's not about how far you get. All of our bodies are different. All our flexibility is different. And what is the same is that we are all getting the same stretch, regardless of where you are in your body. It's not about forcing yourself into any position. It don't matter what we look like. What matters is how we feel. If you're feeling any tension anywhere, come out of it a little bit, and let go a little bit and support yourself with your hands. Again, protecting that knee, pushing all that weight into your heel. It's a beautiful active stretch. And this is where we build flexibility in our body, keeping ourselves nice and active. When I say active, I mean like engaged, yeah? And one long inhale here. And exhale, letting it all go, allowing your head. Feel that nice stretch. And inhale to walk your hands back up. And we're going to swap legs again. And what we're going to do now, we're going to come back to that original, so same posture. So bringing our feet towards. Now I'm just going to demonstrate what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to follow our breath, yeah? I'm going to inhale to lengthen. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to lengthen through the crown, bring your hand behind you. Inhale to come up, bring your body up. Exhale over to modified wild thing. So we're coming up onto our knee. Inhale and exhale. We're coming back down. And forward fold over that leg. So I'm going to inhale and exhale to forward fold. Inhale to come up and exhale to bring that hand over. Inhale to sit back down and exhale to forward fold. Inhale to come up and exhale, bringing that hand back behind us. Inhale, sit down and exhale to forward fold. Inhale to lift, exhale over, really pushing that knee into the ground. Now following your breath, you know what to do. I'm going to do 2 more of these on your own. And we're going to inhale to come back up and swap sides. So inhale to lengthen the crown of the head. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to come up, hand down. And exhale, modified wild bang. Inhale, back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hand down. Exhale, over. Bringing in your Ujjayi breath. If that feels nice for you. 2 more, just like that. Landing back. Now inhale to lengthen through the crown of the head. And we're going to bring the soles of our feet together at the front. Can't find a spot for my water bottle today. So our knees are out and we're in like a diamond shape with our feet and our legs into Baddha Konasana. Now, if you need to find like a cushion or something to put underneath your bottom to lift yourself up and just let your knees relax. Now, again, it's not important about how close you bring your legs into your body. You just need to be able to hold on to something, yeah? So either your toes or I like to hold onto my ankles, onto my shins, depending on how you feel in the morning. We need to be able to hold on to ourselves, yeah? And lengthening through the crown of the head. And keeping our spine nice and long. It's a beautiful little hip opener. Might not feel so nice now, but I promise you with time it does feel really lovely. So we're going to imagine that the soles of our feet are glued together. So we're going to push them together and feel your entire legs activating, squeezing your glutes together, pushing those soles of your feet together, lengthening through your breath, not holding your breath. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1, and release, and bring in some little flappy flaps, little butterfly wings with your knees. And we'll come back. And this time we're going to try and pull them apart. without pulling them apart. They're glued together. You've glued them together now, so they're not going anywhere. Lengthening through the crown of your head, engaging through your glutes and your inner thighs, and try and pull them apart. Finding your breath. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring in those nice little butterflies. So while you're doing those butterflies and finding some movement, I want you to, next time, we're going to do this one more time, sorry, on each. So push, pull. I want you to think about one side. We've all got one side that's a bit weaker than the other. I don't like saying weaker, but it's true. It's what we do. We've all got a weaker side and a more dominant side. So find your weaker side. I want you to take your mind to that weaker side. Now, before we engage, so we're pushing our feet together, I want you to engage in your glutes first and find that weaker side and see if you can bring it together to that more dominant side. Even it up. Now push your feet together. Lengthening out through your breath. We don't want to be holding your breath here. Our breath is our friend. It helps to relieve the tension. And gently release. Bring in the butterflies. And coming back, I'm going to pull our feet apart. And again, inviting that weaker side to even up to the more dominant side. And when you're ready, pulling your feet apart. Breathing through it. And gently release. Now I want you to bring your legs out just a little bit further out in front of you. If you need to, you can lengthen them out. If you need a little bit of relief in your hips here. Yeah, I do, because I did this yesterday and they're a little bit sore. And you just want to inhale and exhale to gently forward fold. If your legs are out nice and long, again, it's keeping your knees up off the ground, not pushing into your knees. You're pushing into your heels. Right. As I said, this is just a nice little gentle practice for your morning. We will come up, I promise. There we go for time. Yep, we've got half an hour. Beautiful. Okay. Bringing our bodies up and we're coming over. So we're coming over into a tabletop. So want your wrists underneath your shoulders, so in line with your shoulders, and your knees in line with your hips. Yeah. God, it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be this morning. The weather said it was going to be 3, and I was like, oh my God. Oh, how am I going to do this outside? And here we are, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful morning here. Oh, creak, creak, creak. Okay, distracted. We're gonna do our first cat-cow. We're gonna bring in some nice movement through the spine. So we're gonna inhale to drop your belly towards the ground and looking up in front of you. And exhale, we're gonna round through the back, through your spine, allow your head to drop. Inhaling, dropping that belly towards your mat. And exhale to round. And I want you to catch your wave. Find your breath and find your rhythm. Mine looks a little different to yours. And there's honestly no right or wrong in this, yeah? If you need that nice point of focus, bring in that audible breath or Ujjayi breath. Oh, it is divine. Used in time, it is just the most divine pranayama practice. And when I say pranayama, it's breathing. Yeah, in Sanskrit for breathing, essentially. Okay, one more round. If you do anything in your day, do this. Get up, roll out of bed, and do some cat-cow. Beautiful way to wake up your body. Very gentle. Okay. So we're going to come up into our down dog, but first I want to show you a way to come up into our down dog gently. So bringing your big toes together and walking your knees out a little bit wider than hips. You're going to sink back, sink your bottom back towards your heels and walk your hands out in front of you. Okay. Allow your head to just looking down, so we're not looking up in front of us just yet. So just feel this position here, yeah? Now my body will look different to yours. Take one cycle of breath. I'm going to inhale to look forward and come up, bringing our bodies forward. Tuck your toes. You know, lift up through your knees and push back through your bottom. So lift all the way to the sky. I hope you can hear me in my jumper. It's a bit big. So pushing your bottom all the way up, and you want to bring your chest towards your kneecaps, towards your tops of the thighs. If you need to, bend your knees as much as you need here, yeah? You might want to walk out your dog, so pushing out through your heels, feeling that nice stretch in your hamstring. Now, as we walk our dog, we're going to walk our way up towards our hands into a forward fold, allowing your head to get heavy. Oh, there we go. I can hear my jumpers around my ears. Allowing your head to get heavy. Now bending your knees as much as you need to. Yeah, you don't want to be forcing anything in your hamstrings. Releasing the tension in your jaw. If you want a little bit more stretch through your back, you can bring your hands onto your elbows. Maybe just do a nice little sway. Find what feels nice for you. And I'll let go of our elbows. I'm going to inhale to gently rolling up. So pushing our feet into the ground, keeping those legs nice and active. Just rolling our vertebrae one at a time until we come up to standing. Rolling through your shoulders and allowing your shoulders to roll down your back. And coming into a nice tall mountain. And just allowing yourself to feel into your feet, yeah? Can be really normal. You feel a little bit lightheaded. We've been upside down. Not really, but your head has been down. Making any adjustments that you need to. Now, before we go into our standing postures, I want you to find your foundation here. This for me is quite an important posture. Like, yes, we're standing, we're just standing. But if you close your eyes, if it feels right to do so, closing your eyes, and bringing your attention down towards your feet. I'm going to inhale from your feet all the way up through your front body. Feel that front body lifting up. And as we exhale, we're going to ground our back body, sanding that down. Inhale to lift through that front body all the way from the ground. And exhaling down the back body. Now feel your whole body engage while you do this. This is a whole body posture. You are completely activated. Lengthening through the crown of your head. And again, you're not pushing back through your knees. You're keeping that little tiny micro bend in your knees. And I feel like this is a really beautiful Luna. I was just like, what is that noise? And it's her scratching at the door. She can see me. Sorry. It's a really beautiful reminder for you through your day. If at any day you find yourself just standing, you go, you'll remember this, and you go, oh, hello, puppies. I know I can see you. Okay. So you found your foundation. Yeah, you know what it feels like. You remember what it feels like. You take it with you out into your day. The sun's starting to come up. The best part about exercising outside, see the sun coming up. Okay, distracted again. So we're going to step our legs out a little bit wider than hips, yeah? We're going to point our toes in line with, creak. We're going to point our toes in line with our knees, yeah? And again, we're lifting up through the inner thighs. So we're lifting up through the soles of our feet, the inner sole of our feet. Trying to work out what do we call that. What's this here? It don't matter. That's where we're lifting from, yeah? I'm going to bring your hands up and out into a star. I want you to imagine that there's someone pulling your fingertips. Palms are facing towards me or facing towards the front. Engaging in your whole body. Superstar that you are. Are there any stars out? I can't see now. It's a bit cloudy here. Oh, Lou, you found your way. Sit down. I can't bring her out here, otherwise she'd be all over me, in the camera, everywhere. Okay, from here, I'm going to inhale to look up. I'm going to exhale, we're going to bend our elbows. I'm going to bring our hands just on our hips, but like not here, yeah? We're just behind our hips. And that's sort of soft part of our back. Now this pose, superhero pose. Imagine like Superman or Wonder Woman, whoever your superhero is. Now this pose is scientifically proven to make you feel good, to give you confidence, to make you feel strong. Now I want you to look up into the ceiling. And if you can, maybe close your eyes, keeping your legs nice and engaged, opening up through that chest. Oh. And imagine you've got a nice cape floating from behind you. And how does that make you feel? You get a nice little inner smile. And we'll gently relax, relaxing your legs, bringing in a nice little wiggle. Relaxing, maybe giving your legs a little shake. And as we shake, we're just going to gently walk our feet back under us. Stepping it out gently. And we're going to do one more. Actually, we might do, what do we got? We've got time. Might do two. We'll see how I go after this. We're going to find our chair, yeah? So our feet are going to be hip width apart. Again, remembering your foundation in your mountain. So I'm just going to turn sideways. So finding your foundation, I'm going to bring our hands out in front of us and then palms facing together. I'm going to inhale to lengthen. And I'm going to exhale. I'm going to imagine there's a chair sitting behind. We're going to sit down behind us. So it doesn't matter how far you bring your bottom down. Yeah, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. As long as your knees are in line with your heels. You don't want to be bringing your knees over your toes. You need to protect the knees. Lengthening through that breath. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. And standing up, finding a little wiggle. I don't know how to turn silent off. Sorry, girls, on my computer. Coming back to your foundation. I'm going to bring our hands up. We're going to do that 2 more times. Oh, God, sorry. I have to do this because she is just going crazy here. Come on. Okay, sitting down. Good girl. Sit. You say good morning, everybody. Okay. Yes, I know you're here. Okay. Where were we? Yeah. Okay. Inhale to lengthen. Find your foundation. And exhale, we're going to sink back. Finding your chair. Yes, hello, my darling. Hello, puppies. Hello, puppies. Keeping your breath nice and long. You're going to bowl me over, mate. Okay? Yeah? And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up. Wiggling out. Don't you go barking. Don't you go barking. That's why I don't let her out, because she barks. Okay, we're going to do one more. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your hands out. So we've got to keep your shoulders down, yeah? So we're not bringing our elbows, shoulders our shoulders up to our ears is what I was trying to say. So you can keep your chest nice and open and up and lengthening through those shoulders, like opening up your shoulders. Finding your foundation, engaging through the legs. Nice long inhale and exhale to sit back into your chair. And I'll lift up your toes. Find a little bit more stability. And we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let go. Allow your hands, give them a nice little wiggle. Man, how good does that feel? Seriously. Ah. Shake it off. Every time I say shake it off, I always go Taylor Swift. Ugh. I'm going to have a little sip of water. You have a little water. Sip yourself if you need to. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, we're coming back. My floor is so creaky. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's like creak, creak, creak. Okay. So we're back in our mountain with feet underneath our hips, hip width apart. I'm going to inhale, bringing our hands over our head, and exhale to forward fold. Again, bending your knees as much as you need. If you bend your knees and sort of bring your chest towards the top of your thighs, you'll feel a different stretch. And bending your knees now as much as you need to bring your hands down to the mat. And we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. We're going to step our right foot and then your left foot out to a downward facing dog. Oh, hello. Yes, here you come. Okay. So finding a moment of stillness in your dog. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to inhale and exhale together. Inhale, we're going to come forward as if we're going to bring, oh my God, Luna, bring our knees down to the ground, but we're not. We're going to hover our knees over the ground only for a moment. And inhale and exhale to sink back into your dog. Inhale to come forward and hover. And inhale and exhale back to your dog. I'll do one more. Inhale and hover. Engaging through the belly. One long breath. And exhale to let your knees come down to the ground. Untucking your toes. Now, from here, you can do a wide-legged child's pose, or you can just sink your bottom back towards your heels, yeah? You can be wide-legged, so allowing your chest to come down towards the mat. Now, if you can't bring your forehead down, stack your wrists one on top of the other and allow your wrist, your forehead just to rest on your wrists. And I want you to invite in your Ujjayi breath here in this posture, in this child's pose, in this beautiful little cave that you've created, this cave of safety and connection to yourself. This is a beautiful posture for women and you're suffering, or if you suffer, if you suffer with your menses and your bleed. It's a nice, comforting posture. And we're slowing our breaths down. Welcoming in that nice, audible breath. Now I want you to take 3 of the deepest breaths that you have taken all morning. And on your next inhale, you're going to gently rise. Allow your head to come up. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Hello, my darling. And we're going to lift our bottoms up. Oh, you've just got mud all over you. And we're going to bring our seat down to the ground, your bottoms down to the ground. We're coming into a seat. You are filthy dirty, you girl. Hey? Oh, get off. This is why you stay inside. Hey? So our knees are up and the soles of our feet are on the ground. Now, again, a beautiful, nice little comforting posture here. So again, we can lengthen through the crown of your head and then allow your head to come towards your knees. You need to bring your feet in a little bit closer. You can wrap your arms around your shins. You can also be out, just allowing your head to come down in between your knees. And giving yourself a nice little huggle here. Another nice posture for painful menses. That nice stretch in your back and your neck. Releasing the tension in your jaw. And do one more cycle of breath. Inhaling to look up. Now from here, we're coming on to the ground. You can bring your hands behind your knees, behind the backs of your thighs. You can walk yourself down. Or if it feels nice, you can roll down. Oh, God, Lou. I've got dirt all over me now. Sorry, girl. This is why I don't have her out here. Now, I want you to bring your knees up into your belly and gently roll from one side to the other, keeping your tailbone on the ground, yeah? So we're not lifting it up. We're not lifting up and rolling into a ball. Keep your tailbone nice and long, and rolling from one side to the other. Feel that nice little massage on your lower back. When you're ready, you can let go of your knees and allow your feet to come down. Now you can stay here if it feels nice for you. There's some options you can do here. You can either leave your knees up or you can come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so bringing the soles of your feet together and allowing your knees to fall out on either side. Or you can come into Shavasana by lengthening out through your legs, allowing your toes to splay out, hands out by your side, palms are facing up. And allow yourself to come down to the ground, however that looks for you. And closing your eyes down. And again, inviting in that Ujjayi breath, that nice audible breath, bringing in your senses, making any final adjustments that you need to. This posture, the corpse pose, Shavasana, or whatever posture that you are in, this is your time for you to recover, rewire all that beautiful work that you have just done. This is where the magic happens. These little moments that you give yourself. It's here in your final resting pose is where you create those new pathways. It's where we allow our bodies to reset. Now I'm going to repeat some affirmations. You can do these affirmations with me out aloud or in your head. This is your choice. And we'll repeat these until it's time to finish. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. And I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. I am light. I am love. I am protected. Breathing in those words, believing, allowing that to sink deeper, that you are light, you are love, you are protected. Inviting in some nice, soft, gentle movements into your body. When you feel ready and comfortable to do so, coming up gently and softly into a comfortable position, and find your seat. And getting your pen handy and your paper handy. And before we write down our journaling prompts for the day, I will close off our practice. I'm going to bring your left hand onto your chest, into your heart space. I'm going to bring your right hand onto the top. And gently closing your eyes. And I'd like you to think of something that you're feeling grateful for in this moment. We don't want to overthink it. Just allowing that first thing to pop into your head. Could be something that you're grateful for that might have happened in the last couple of days. Might be grateful to yourself for giving yourself this time and saying yes to you. Allowing that feeling of gratitude to wash over you. And with each inhale, allowing it to go deeper. Inhale gratitude and exhale gratitude until you are completely embodied in that feeling and that sense. When your body might start to feel light, the corners of your mouth might begin to turn up. And I am deeply grateful to you two beautiful women for joining me here on the mat, and allowing me to guide you through a nice little gentle practice today. Thank you, my darling.